Gaming Saturday stream. This is Nick, the Duke of Anime, and of course, first and foremost and last and foremost, so the next person gets here, we have the Duke of Education, Alfredo.
Hello, it is me. I'm just here to watch a stupid cat game
Stupid cat.
and talk about video games.
Well, look, of course, this is Stray. I've been playing Stray. Alfredo calls it a stupid cat game, but I think it's a pretty good cat game. I think it's a real. I feel like it's not a simulation game, but it's definitely the best cat game I've ever played.
Okay, but how many cat games have you actually played? Is the
I'd have to
question.
think about it, but I definitely played as a cat in a video game before.
In what game?
I'm trying to think. Maybe there's been a lot of cats
Because I
in
don't
video
remember.
games.
There's definitely cats in video games, but have you ever been a cat in a video game? Is the question.
Well, right now I have, but
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't remember. You might have a good point. But
That's all
if
I'm
this
saying.
is the first time that's I've ever controlled a cat in a video game, this is the best time. I
I'm
don't see
about
them
to
doing
look
much
up.
better.
I'm about to look up cat games that you are. I'm sure there's plenty of games that you are a cat. Let's see what pops up. Okay, Stray, obviously, because it's out now. What else, though? Okay, I found a bunch. There's an article called 10 Best Video Games Where You Are a Cat. That was published in 2021. Okay, so got a couple. A lot of these I haven't heard of. The first one that I have heard of is Black Sad, Under the Skin.
Oh my god. Here we go. Sorry, I couldn't. It's like really loud in my headphones.
No problem.
I hate it when it's like apply changes and it's default to no.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's look at the stream. Okay, looks good. Oh, I think when you go into those menus, it doesn't let people see.
What menus?
Like on the stream, apparently. The menus that you were in before, it's all weird. You're good now. We're in the game. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, the first game that I see that you are definitely a cat and you play as is called Black Sad Under the Skin. So if you remember, there's that detective cat game where you're in a trench coat and you're a detective. It is a Rockstar. Well, no, it's not. It's like Rockstar's LA Noir. Do you remember that one? It's like a comic book and everything.
LA Noir, you mean the Rockstar game?
It's like that. It's like that, but it's called Black Sad Under the Skin. That's what it's called. If you saw a screenshot, you would recognize it. But basically, it's a very, very popular comic that was made into a game. So, other than that, Night in the Woods. That You Are a Cat. And that's all I got. All the rest of them are weird unknown cat games.
Well, I would say out of all those games you just named, this one is probably the best.
Have you played Night in the Woods?
I have not.
A lot of people would say that might be the best cat game.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I think that for this game at least, I was not expecting much. When we first saw this, I believe at that glorified press conference they had for the PlayStation 5 right before it released.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we saw all the big hitters. We saw God of War. We saw Horizon. We saw all these big, heavy hitting games. And then amongst that, we saw this cat game. And ever since then, it's always, piqued my interest of, okay, when that comes out, I'll be on notice for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's here, and I played it for free on PlayStation Plus, which is, I think, a really good highlight to the service. I'm enjoying it so far. I look at it more as a Journey-esque game.
Okay.
Where it's kind of on rails.
That's a interesting comparison.
You would not say it's like the same gameplay as Journey, but just in terms of there's not really much you're not it's not competitive in any way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no enemies I'm facing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm a cat and I'm going through this world.
Right.
And I have to appreciate that. It's definitely not what I was expecting, but I'm liking it so
Well,
far.
what were you expecting? Because same, I also agree. But what were you expecting from this game when it was first announced, at least?
I was expecting more of a honestly more cat simulator and cat love affair than this game is. 'Cause this game does have a story.
Hmm.
This game does have I wouldn't say theme, but it has a vibe about it that extends beyond the cat. There's still
Hmm.
cat things you can do. You can still scratch sofa. You can still knock over things like I just did.
Hmm.
But for the most part, you're going through the world and exploring and meeting characters, which I wasn't expecting this game to be. When we first saw it, I didn't know how cyberpunk it was going to be.
Yeah, I was not ready for the cyberpunkness of this game. I thought it would be more like foresty and less city-like, but a lot
Mhm.
of the game's environments are very city. They do have kind of a good blend of both, where they have the city, like cities, and then they have forest areas. And I would say the city areas are way more interesting actually than the forest areas.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's another thing I want to bring up. Like this game looks beautiful,
Hmm.
especially in the city.
Agreed. Agreed,
And
definitely.
I don't know how it looks on PlayStation 4 per se, but I mean, playing this on PS5, like I wouldn't say it's like Ratchet and Clank or Kena Bridge of Spirits
Hmm.
quality, but I do think this game is very pretty. It runs really well, and I think its art style does a lot of the heavy lifting.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely agreed. I think this game is interesting because it has a lot of hype. Everyone was hype about this game. I was not because I hate cats. I don't like cats because I'm allergic to them and they're weird. But I don't know. At the same time with this game, I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities. Like for one of them, why couldn't you customize your cat? Like why do you
I
have to be a
like
cat?
that. No, I like
And
that. I
why?
like that it's just a static cat because one, you don't even know the gender of the cat. It's just a cat.
Yeah, but you don't have to. I'm just talking about like the color. I don't care about the gender of the cat.
That's
I just
straight
wouldn't like the
too. That's straight.
color.
Alfredo, they can't give away all their secrets in Stray 1. You gotta wait till Stray 2. You get multiple cats. You get co-op cats.
Okay, but what about the vest? Like, I'm wearing a vest now, right? How we see. Why can't I customize that? Why can't I have like a different harness color or something? Like something. You're giving me nothing. It's just a
You're right.
regular vest.
You're
Lame.
right. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but you're definitely right. Like I
I'm just
do
saying,
wish
like
that there was a little more
something.
customability for sure.
Yeah. I guess you're right though. It can be. Well, this game is also on PC, and they have all the mods. So I'm sure that's gonna be one of them where you can be
Yeah,
different
I'm
types
sure
of
you'll see a
cats.
Garfield version of this pretty soon.
This is very
What are
true.
some other like
Famous
Hollywood
cats.
cats? Like what are some famous cats that could be
Ooh,
in this game?
ooh. I don't even like cats. That's the problem. So I can't. I would be the wrong person to tell you.
Didn't Cruella Deville have a cat?
No, she has dogs. She's obsessed with dogs. That's the whole point of the movie. 101 Dalmatians.
I thought she had a cat though too.
No, I mean, am I misremembering?
There's definitely an evil Disney cat. I can't remember what it
That's
is.
Aristocats. That's the cat movie.
Okay.
101 Dalmatians is the Dalmatian dog movie.
There wasn't a cat in the mix in that movie.
I don't think so.
I feel like you should have a cat in there as like a counterbalance. I haven't seen that
What?
movie in forever though.
No, that's why movies like Cats and Dogs are made, or Cats versus Dogs without the It's Raining Cats and Dogs, something like
That's
that.
a Alfredo. That's a throwback. I
Yeah,
forgot about that movie. I forgot about
I don't
cats
think
versus
I don't
dogs.
think
Oh
I
my
have
god.
ever watched that movie to be honest, but I remember vividly the commercials that would come on all the time.
I seen that movie because I had it on VHS. I've seen that movie so many times. It's a
Mm,
horrible movie, but as a kid, I thought it was amazing.
I
I
didn't.
c-
I didn't watch it.
You know what? You know what there could
Ra-
be? A cat dog. There could be a cat dog mod in this.
there is a cat dog.
No, cat dog mod.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
That'd be great.
Also, Radai is mentioning in the chat that in the live action, Cruella de Vil has a hairless dog that you might be thinking of called Fluffy.
You know,
That might
yeah,
be
and
it.
I thought that was the hairless. I thought that was a hairless cat. So
You thought it was just
I wasn't super far off, but I was a little far off.
yeah. I don't even remember uh, this alleged dog. Hey, Too Tall, how's it going? We're playing Stray, the terrible cat game. What are your thoughts on this?
Wow. He said terrible?
Okay, it's not a terrible game. Obviously, it's it is a. I will say it is a cat game. It's not terrible.
It's a
It's
cat
a
game.
cat game, though. That's what I'll
Well,
say.
that's what they were going for. So give
Yeah.
me credit. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be. If anybody has this as their game of the year, I feel like they're either a cat person or they like low key adventures. Like something
Okay.
that's
Well,
not gonna take a lot of time.
we got to talk about that because on Steam, guess what this has? This game has an overwhelmingly positive rating, with people talking about Game of the Year over Elden Ring and all of that. So we might, it might get there. It has a 97% on Steam, overwhelmingly positive.
But it's
Rating.
like an 84 on Metacritic. I think it's not like.
Okay, but let's check just for comparison. I'm checking out Elden Ring just to see. Okay, Elden Ring. Oh wait, this is not the page. On Steam, Elden Ring has a 92, a 90 actually for all reviews.
And this is 97.
So Elden Ring for all reviews has a 90%, and then Stray has a 97 currently. These are just Steam reviews, though.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna go down, I assume, over time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Metacritic doesn't go down. Like once that's at a certain point, all the reviews are in. Like you don't really add to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Metacritic and Open Critics are probably something we should pay attention to more when it comes to these two for Game of the Year talk, at least.
That's true. It might win the player category. I don't know about usurping Elden Ring, but
yeah, and just me, I would not even dare put this near Elden Ring. But
hey, all I'll say is that both Elden Ring and Stray are kind of overrated. But that's just me.
Oh no.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's get into the actual gameplay.
Okay.
How do you feel about the gameplay? You mentioned this was something that you weren't expecting. How are you feeling about the gameplay?
Well, I'm feeling pretty mad right now because I'm stuck and I don't know what to do. But besides that, I mean,
I got stuck on this part too.
Like, if you have any advice for
look for a window. Look for a window in the other room.
In the other room?
Yeah.
But he's asking me if I had. He's asking me if I had anything I saw in here, and I'm like, I don't see anything, bro.
Oh, you're looking for the invention. You're looking for the defluxinator, and so it's going to be in that room.
In this room?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I was stuck in this room for like 10 minutes trying to find this stupid item. I think it's look. Okay, there's a box in the room that you're looking for.
Yeah,
I know
it was right here. It was right here, right?
There's another one. That's like the decoy box. There's another one.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah, Thomas is playing Stray. I'm also playing Stray, but I'm a little farther than this currently. I'm in the next zone, basically. Yeah, so you got your classic
Thank you.
cat gameplay, right? Is this what you were expecting?
Actually, absolutely. Like, it's not what I was expecting, but it's what I think was the right decision for a game like this. I think the way they do jump is perfect.
The cats?
Because any other way would have looked clunky.
Yeah, because you don't want a dedicated X button just to jump whenever you want, I guess, because then you would have the cat just jumping weird, I guess.
Yeah, it makes the cat look like a tangible thing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a tangible thing. The DualSense makes a certain reactions, certain things you do. It feels very much like you're in the game.
Really?
So,
I haven't noticed at all. I'm also playing on PS5. I haven't noticed anything from haptics.
Especially when, like, let's say you're scratching the carpet. I feel it then when you're in the little bucket that takes you up to other places. You feel that. Excuse me, little things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
fair.
It's not Astro's Playroom, but
Yeah.
it's pretty. I think it's fine. The gameplay itself, like, there's not much. There's not any combat. There's some running away.
Mhm.
And that's probably the
That
clunkiest part of the game.
that I will say that might change over this
Okay.
next part that you're doing actually. So that does change, but it's interesting how they have it, and we can't talk about it because I don't want to do any spoilers. But it's very interesting the way it happened because it gives you this OP thing, like super OP, and then it's gone. Is kind of how it works. It's just gone. So they make some interesting decisions. For example, how does this cat understand like everything that the robot is telling you and all like the robot is translating for you, right? Basically, but
Yeah,
how does the cat?
the robot speaks cat.
What do you mean it speaks cat?
The cats have a language. We just don't know it, but the robot does.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, if you say so.
Look, headcanon, Alfredo. Come on.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, you're going through this world, obviously. Like, you're literally doing missions, not missions, but you're doing fetch quests. You're like solving these puzzles where you have to get something for NPCs, and solve these mini puzzles, go in between people, tell them what they need, stuff like that. How does the cat know? Okay, I have to do this and that in order to get this item, and then like I know we're the cat, but like we're a cat in this game. We're a cat. How does it know? Like I'm having a hard time with the believability of this game.
Because cats know.
Hey
And
Matt,
also another headcanon thing I've assumed is once you
oh,
get
no. Hold
once
on,
you
hold
get
on.
with go ahead.
I can't. Matt is saying this game is a 10 out of 10, which I completely disagree with.
Yeah, all right, Matt. A 10,
Matt,
10 out of 10.
yeah.
Like that's almost to the point where I wish you had a mic and I want you to come on here and tell us.
Right, defend yourself.
I really do want to hear that. I mean, not saying you're wrong or anything, but I'm not seeing a 10 out of 10. I'm seeing a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Where I'm at right now, I'm not finished, but I don't see it changing.
The thing is, if you force me to choose a whole number, I would choose an 8. If you made me choose a whole number. If I don't have to choose a whole number, I'm going 7.5.
That's fair.
It's the same. This is off topic, but I watched Nope today, and I get the same thing.
You watched what?
Nope.
Oh, I forgot that was out today, right?
Yes,
came out
Thursday technically.
Yes.
But yeah,
Okay.
I saw it this morning.
Oh, so you don't think it was that good then? Is what you're trying to say?
That's not what I'm saying.
You said 7.5. That's not a great rating.
Here's the thing: if you made me choose a whole number, I would say 8.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't make me choose a whole number, I'm gonna have to say a 7.5.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It makes sense, but I feel like you're trying to say it's not that good. Because if it was good, it would be 8.
No. I feel like you can make I played a whole lot of 7.5 out of 10s that I've enjoyed. I think Scarlet Nexus is a 7.5 out of 10. I love that game.
Yeah, I'll give you to that. I'll give you that, but I also don't love that game with that rating. I'll agree on the rating though.
Oh, you know, so I feel like a 7.5 means something different to both of us.
And what does that mean though?
I think that because when I look at a 7.5, I'm like, that's above average. Because C is average, you know?
Yeah, but so what's average? Is 7 average?
Yeah, 7's average. I feel like just on a scale of like, even like from like the grading system, like 7 is average, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, but I don't want to play a 7 game. You know, 7 to me, for my time, I don't feel like 7 is worth playing. Like this game is I would say this game is a 7, but I will say that I came around on the game. At first, I felt like it was too cat simulatory. It was too, okay, I'm just a cat, I'm doing these regular cat things, pushing things off objects. But as the game progressed into even the city that you're in right now, it seems like it's more along the lines of, okay, let's insert some classic adventure game kind of logic where you're, trying to figure out how to get the items and trade items. So it's like taking me back to a time where we did that, and that kind of bumped it up a little bit more to that 7.5 for me.
I do wish there was a map.
Yes, me too.
I mean, especially in this situation right now, because like, yo, you gotta go see the bartender, and I'm like, all right, well, I've only been in this city like maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know where the fucking bar is.
Uh-oh, we lost the game.
So I do think this game is in need of a map.
Mm-hmm. We lost the game, Thomas. The game is gone.
It's gone completely?
Yeah, and your video is frozen. Hey, my name's Alfredo. Okay. Here's my Pikachu and my Eevee. Thomas is gonna try to get the game back up because it deleted itself for some reason. But as I was saying, what happened? Technical difficulties. Thomas's game shut off for some reason.
Can you hear me still?
We can still hear you.
You know what? Because I think that it's my phone that's doing the record. It's recording.
Okay.
And my phone just gave me that little temperature. It gave me that little temperature thing where it says it's too hot.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, okay, maybe it's just me, but that happens all the time.
Okay, we're getting the game back again.
You
got it. Yes, we got the game again.
That's crazy how my phone shut my whole system down.
That is crazy. It's through Restream. Too tall.
It's also, I think I have too many apps open on my computer too. Let me close some of that. I literally have GTA still open.
Oh, that's probably what's doing it.
I just realized that.
I got 2 games running at once.
Okay, that's quitting. Okay, can you see Stray still?
Yeah, we're good.
You can see me?
Yep.
All right, we live in a wonderful world full of technical difficulties, but now we are back. Mm-hmm. All right, now to find this fucking bartender. But yeah, I mean, I think a 7.5 to me, like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that a game being a 7.5 means that it was a disappointment. Because honestly, I just didn't have many expectations with this game,
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a 7.5, but it's a 7. 7 is where I'm like, I could have done without this game, kind of territory.
Oh, I feel like every game deserves to be made. You know what I'm saying? Whether, because I mean, what you might call trash, somebody might call, good, really good.
What about Duke Nukem Forever?
There are probably a select few individuals.
Oh, now you want to put an asterisk on it?
No, I'm saying, like, I think that there are people who are fans of the original Duke Nukem, and when they found out that they were getting a sequel, they lost their shit. And then when they played it, there's probably an even lesser amount of them that thought it was a really good game.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do think it deserved to be made, and I think that every game deserves to be made. It's just a matter of, like, whether it's going to be something that you fuck with. And ultimately, I know a lot of people who love this game. Mm-hmm. My friend who has a cat, like, she loves this game, and she doesn't play video games.
This is a cat lover's game.
And the other thing is, it's free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just from that alone, like, I want to see what other games we're going to get from this service of this ilk.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, because it was coming on PlayStation Plus for free, I kind of tempered my expectations. Because this is the first game that we're getting on PlayStation Plus, and I didn't know what to think. So I didn't think it was going to be that good, because I didn't know what to expect. But I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, when I first started the game, I didn't really like it, because for the same reason that Death Stranding never grabbed my attention, it was too much of a walking simulator, of a cat simulator, and I needed some more action, some actual gameplay. But
You want some
this
cat
game
action.
does exactly.
Some
And this game, action. What a mouthful. This game does give you that action eventually, but it does ease you into it. I am happy that I'm playing it. It's fun. Would I have bought this game if it wasn't free on PlayStation Plus's service, which I have? Probably not. Unless everybody was like singing praises about it, I wouldn't. But I am. This is like a great example of a great PlayStation Premium game. And now with this as the standard, I guess I'm excited for the future. Even though this game, I don't like. I'm not in love with it. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 game, but it has like a. It's like it's a fun. It's an enjoyable experience. Enjoyable enough to want to play it through at least.
Is it better than Strangers of Paradise?
Nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
I just need to hear you say
That's a 10 out
it.
of 10 game. Whew. That's a 10 out of 10.
Wow. Well, maybe another game will reach that height for you this year. I want to talk briefly about As Dusk Falls,
Ooh,
which is
no spoilers.
no spoilers. I promise, no spoilers. It's the other free game that I got this week.
Oh yeah, Game Pass.
Game Pass, PlayStation Plus. We've been eating. If you have one of these services or both of them, you've been eating this week.
Yep.
As Dusk Falls, we've covered it before. It is a narrative game. No gameplay really at all. You're just making choices,
Making decisions, right? Yeah.
and it's along the lines of like a HBO, AMC type storytelling. There's no like visual, there's no like motion. It's all through like 3D models and just regular, kind of artwork, motion artwork. I never played any game like this. Like, to be honest, like this is, even as far as narrative games go, it's so different than nearly anything like this that I played.
How so?
I think you're gonna like it. One thing that's different is the choices. While they don't like, I feel like I play games where choices do matter. This game really does make it show you like, oh, your choices really do matter, and we can break down how they matter.
Okay.
Like, we will show you the exact pathways as to how the game could have changed.
In the same way that games like Quantic Dreams, Detroit Become Human do, because they have that where they break down and say, "Oh, you did this, so it leads you to that path." It kind of does like the little tree at the end of the chapter, showing you how your scene was played out, basically.
Right, but the difference is this game is way shorter than any of those games. So it's easier for me to, like, as soon as I wrapped, I was like, I want to play through one of the chapters, and instead of having to, I don't remember how it is because I never replayed a Quantic Dream. I've always played them and never replayed. Like, can you go to individual chapters and replay those individual chapters with choices?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay. For this one, you can do that. Just really the thing that separates it from those is how short it is. And so you can play through this game on the shorter side and make changes. So I feel like unlocking everything, like getting everything done, is going to take a lot less time than it would in one of those Quantic Dream games. Because those games can range on like 20 hours.
Right, exactly.
This game is 6 hours at most.
So you actually went through the game and went back and made different choices?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And did it vastly change anything, though?
Yeah, changed the order of deaths. It changed whether people die at all. It changed the trajectory of the story. It's interesting. Like, I think from a even storytelling level also, this game is on a different writing tier than those Quantic Dream games. I feel like those Quantic Dream games, I've always said, if you put one of those on a HBO or a Showtime, not going to hold up. And I feel like a game like this feels like more it was written as a show or a
And you
short,
played
like a
through.
short, like not even a short story, but like a movie,
Hmm.
and was essentially told, or probably a mini series, probably the best way to put it. Like it was made as like a mini series, and it seemed like it was passed down. Let's make this a video game.
Okay.
And that's the feeling I get from it. It feels a lot more cinematic, I guess is the best way to put it. It reminds me of A Place Beyond the Pines.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of that?
Definitely, yeah, I've heard of that. Oh, your game cut
Went out
off
again.
again. Yep,
Hold on.
I think I got it. There you go. It's back up.
Okay, I think my camera. Am I still paused on the stream?
No, you're good.
I'm paused on my version. Okay, as long as I'm good. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
you're all good.
But yeah, it's just a really good game. Like I think that it's a very good narrative game. I place it amongst some of my favorite narrative games, probably in that top 10 range.
Okay, nice.
I played a lot of these games, so for me to even say that is kind of shocking. I wasn't expecting to like this game this much.
I mean, we haven't gotten a lot of 10 out of 10s when it comes to narrative-driven games.
I think I might throw a challenge flag on that.
I can name one, which
I think
is
Tales from the Borderlands is a 10 out of 10 narrative game.
9 out of 10. 9. I'll give it a 9.
Dang, you ain't good at 10 out of, in terms of narrative games. Like, not saying it's like Grand Theft Auto 5 or like The Last of Us, but I'm saying in terms of like narrative.
You put Grand Theft Auto 5 in the top 10 narrative? I would
No, I'm
not.
saying top 10. Like, it's not a top 10
Oh,
game.
okay, got you.
I'm saying I'm not saying like Tales from the Borderlands a top 10 game for sure. I'm saying for what genre it's in, it's a top 10 game.
Yeah, the only thing I would give that to is season 1, Walking Dead.
Okay, fair enough. That's another one. Let's see. I feel like we're missing a key one.
Do you even know what
Until
you're doing?
Dawn.
I would not give that a 10 out of 10.
I would give that a high 9.
I give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I just replayed it too.
I forgot where the bar is.
Yeah, from here? Yeah, I think I remember. So go to the right, go to the left, go down that hall. Okay, yeah. Just keep going. You just go all the way. Oh, we might have missed a turn. Okay, turn back. I think that we had to make a left somewhere. Keep going. Up there, up the stairs. Okay, you gotta get to the main street. Okay, go there. Just keep going. That's Seamus's house, yeah. So we're close. Keep going.
My sense of direction in this game is all out of whack.
You get used to it, honestly. Go to the right. Okay. Where's the bar? It's right there with the red sign. I think that's the bar. Yeah. So.
And then he asked me, oh, I've already been here. And then he asked me to.
You're supposed to be showing the tracker to everyone. You got to figure out information about it.
He tells me, and then he tells me to go find Elliot's office. I'm like, all right.
He said he's next to Grandma's shop.
So he said go to the left.
You were there already before. You were at Grandma's shop.
Grandma's shop's right up here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So Grandma's shop is right there. That's Grandma's shop.
And then where's his office?
It's in one of the doors, basically. I think it's to the right.
Over here?
Oh, no. Go the other way. It's the other way. Left.
See, this is why we need a map.
Turn around. Turn around. It's the door right next to you. Right there. No, to the right. Right there. That one. Yeah. You gotta knock. You gotta knock on the door. There you go. There you go.
We need a map. We need a map.
No, you just have to explore, Thomas. Because I initially was like, oh, you need a map for this. And then the more I played this game, I was like, oh, why'd you go out?
Because it wouldn't let me, meet him. It was grayed out.
Look out the door. He's letting you in. Go in. Go. What are you doing?
Yeah, but he's like just. You see how he's like still turning around?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
he's doing something weird. He did something weird
Okay,
in the
here we
game.
go. I forget he's a robot.
Yeah, he's a robot.
Not to be discriminatory, but he's a robot.
And now you're knocking all his stuff over. So rude.
This is my favorite part of the game. It's so, like this. This fucking shit up. It's kind of like Untitled Goose Game.
I heard that. I haven't played that game though.
I had it was on Game Pass for a couple hours, or
Was
I
it?
played on Game Pass for a couple hours. It was fun.
I didn't know it was on Game Pass. Okay, this is the guy we're looking for, Elliot. So this is exactly what I was talking about, where this game elicits that early 2000 adventure type of games, where like you know exactly where to go, and they're like, oh, I can only do that if I need a blanket, like this guy just said.
I'm gonna fuck up his.
And then
his room just.
this is just the cat gameplay.
And see, I like this. I like that you can kind of take a nap. You know.
So why?
You know,
What
he's
is so interesting about this? Is what
I
I
will
want.
say the animation for the rug is always bad because it looks like he's like digging through dirt.
No, he's scratching it.
But yeah. But As Dusk Falls, like I said, I think that it is I think this is going to be a Game of the Year contender for a lot of people.
I think it definitely has a chance to win. You know, the narrative category for a lot of game awards, for sure. I haven't played it yet. I'm looking forward to playing it. I can't wait. I might play it on stream tomorrow. So if you're interested in As Dusk Falls, watch me play it. No spoilers though, please, because I haven't played it yet. Because what other narrative game has come out this year? We have this game. This is considered a narrative game, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know if I
I
call
mean,
it.
surprisingly, it does have a story. I wasn't expecting a story at all. But this is like, oh, you're trying to find your cat family who may not or may care about you falling through the hole in the first place. In the very beginning of the game, it didn't seem like they cared to me that I didn't make the jump, that this stray cat didn't make the jump.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the music. This is one of the best soundtracks I've heard all year.
Yeah, this game's music is very good, and I think that's what made me keep giving it a chance. Is the music and the world building around it, because this world is very, very interesting. The world is super, super interesting in terms of what happened. That there's robots who are basically in hiding throughout the world. There is kind of an apocalypse happen. Like, the world is really interesting, and I really wish we would have a game in this same exact world and same exact lore, but just with a different protagonist.
No cats.
Maybe not a cat as the protagonist.
I like it, the fact that like it's different. It has a super interesting like setup, but it's a cat. Like I love that.
Yeah. I like it too, but I wish there was something special about the cat. In that, like, I wish the cat wasn't so boring. Like, he's just a normal cat, right? In this really, really, really interesting world. That's what's driving me crazy, because it's everything else about the game is so good, but you're a boring cat who you can't even change the color to. Like, what are you doing? That's all I'm saying.
It's a stray cat. You can't choose your stray cat. It just comes to you.
I mean, but you're not choosing a stray cat. You are the stray cat.
Well, the game chose this stray cat for you. Just like how a stray cat, just again, a little philosophical.
Right.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's not like you're wrong. It's just, for me, I like the fact that it's a stray cat that we don't know the gender, we don't know anything about it.
Where? Totally fair.
I'm trying to. Do you want me to a blanket?
You need to get out of the room first.
I did.
He asked you to go find him a blanket.
I know.
In his apartment.
I know, and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, his homie didn't tell me like anything. And I'm like, this is the blanket. Why can't I pick it up? You know?
That's not a. Oh, I guess it is. It's a mattress wrapped in a blanket, but you can't. That if you take that, then they'll have something to lay on.
Well, he's the one asking for a blanket. So it's somewhere in this room, right?
No,
How do I
it's
wait?
out of this building. You have to get out of the building.
How do I get out the building?
That's what you got to figure out. It's not the top floor. Go to the top floor.
See, I don't like how the rules change. You know, that's one thing I don't like. Where it's like I came in this door and now this door is completely I can't get in now. I can only scratch it now.
Yeah, and it's not like he's not there to just open it for you.
Right. And up here it's like not apparent.
Go to the window. That one. No, the blocked one. The blocked one behind you.
Up there?
No.
There's so many windows.
Yes, to the left. Right there.
Oh,
right
so
there.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, you gotta scratch it. There you
Okay.
go. There you go. Now you're not mad because it's cute.
It's cat-isms. Yeah. But I actually played also a little bit of GTA 5 this week.
Okay.
I got it on PC.
Oh, PC. That explains everything.
Yeah, playing that game like that. I never
with mods.
I haven't tried mods out yet, but I was playing it at max.
Okay.
I turned everything up, and I was like, man, this is like playing a completely different game than the one the last time I played through all of GTA 5 was when it re-released for PlayStation 4.
Okay.
So it's almost like a completely different game now. I am actually excited to go through it again because it's been so long that I forget like some of the particulars of the story. And but besides that, that's pretty much been my week. I plan on getting Live a Live probably next week. I just wanted to get through some of these games I wanted to get through, like until As Dusk Falls and Stray before I got to that. But
yeah,
I definitely think I'm going to probably pick it up and then not play it for probably another 3 months. That's how it usually goes.
Yeah, that's me with Nintendo games, unless they just grab me. Like Triangle Strategy, I didn't put it down. I just kept playing, even though it wasn't. The thing that kept me coming back was the story, actually, because it was an interesting story. I can't say the same thing for other Square Enix games, though. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, what have you been playing this week?
This game, basically. This is the only game I've really been playing, because for As Dusk Falls, I wanted to play it on stream. And then this game was really the only game that I had time with, because it was low commitment, because this is the kind of game that you could just pick up and put down whenever. That is one of the things I appreciate about the game.
It's a good podcast game.
Yeah, it's a very... it's a very relaxing game. Like, it's not high stress. There are some action scenes to it, but they're not. They don't command your full attention, I guess. It is interesting. Like, it's interesting enough what's happening in the game to keep me, entertained, and keep wanting to see what happens. But it's light enough that I'm not stressed about it, or I'm not. It's a very chill game. So I've been playing this game. I think I'm really pretty close to finishing it. Maybe another hour and a half to the game, and then I should be finished it. But yeah, this game has had my undivided attention.
I am glad that we got a chance to play this week. Really though, in terms of news items,
light news week.
First? Really light news week, but I think there's some interesting stuff we could bring up. I'm gonna bring up Reddit really quick.
Well, when you talked about Grand Theft Auto, you played it. One big thing that did happen was that Grand Theft Auto, or not Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row previews have released. Yeah. So Saints Row is supposed to come out next month, and the verdict is that it's a pretty good game. A lot of people have only gotten to play about 4 hours, but from what I hear, they're going back to their roots of Saints Row 2 and 3 and seeing where that leads them. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, I am optimistic. I think has a chance to be something different than what we've seen from Saints Row in the past. Hold on, let me fix my mic a little bit. Yeah, I think it's going to be something that is more akin to, like I said, Watch Dogs 2. It kind of borrows a lot of the stylings of that game in terms of the vibe of it. I'm curious. I think it has a chance to be a pretty good game. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be in that 7.5 territory.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to be on no game of the year list.
Not a great. What's leading you to believe that it's going to be that low, though?
I mean,
I think it'll be higher.
If we're being real, like, what Saints Row game has exceeded that?
Yeah, that's true. I'm about to pull up the rating for Saints Row. Actually, let's just see what we're looking at here.
Oh, the dude.
So just for comparison, let me turn this down a little. There we go.
He's jamming. This is a good song.
Did you give him sheet music to play, or does he just started playing?
I gave him the sheet music.
Oh, okay, cool.
Have you done that?
I didn't. I just collected them. I didn't give it to him.
This is not. I like this. This is cool. And then look at his face. He has a little like He has the
music notes.
That's tough. This is a good song too. Okay.
Wait, did you collect all the music sheets?
I didn't. I just gave him one of them.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to collect all of them, and then by the time I had like almost all of them, he was gone.
Oh, got you. Yeah, no, this is cool. I have to give it to it. Like, that's a really cool feature of the game.
Mm-hmm. This is a side quest too, which is the really cool part because they have all these different kind of side quests, which is awesome.
And look, you can take a nap while he's vibing to the music. Like, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's one of the good. Like, I have to say it. That's a highlight moment for me in this game.
That is pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, someone described this game as like cat type beat. It's just like a chill, like it's just a super chill music, just like vibe game. So
yeah, I can see that. That's why I feel like the cat people are drawn to this type of game because of this. Because it's a cat. I was saying this earlier. This is a cat person's game. Like, you're just a cat. You're just chilling out. You're not really doing much. Even when you are doing stuff, you're not doing much. But sometimes you're just chilling, listening to a song from a robot with musical notes on it.
This game is for the catasaurs out there. But yeah, I agree. Well, what were we talking about before I got?
We were talking about
Saints Row.
I will say, yeah, this it's hard to classify this game because I don't know if I would call it a platformer or an adventure game. I guess an adventure game, right?
What, Stray?
Yeah.
I'd say it's more adventure because they're not really doing any. Like, I feel like even the platforming is just more puzzle based than anything.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true. I guess there are a few chase sequences that are nice.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even like those. My least favorite part of the game, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Where the little things are hitting you and like, yeah, I didn't like it. It reminded me of I'm trying to do the game where it's kind of like that. Oh, like Mario Sunshine, where like I think it's one of the Mario games where it's like you get like these things on you and they're like basically like sucking the life out of you. And if too many get on you, then it's just like over. It reminded me of that a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's Mario Sunshine that did that.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say it's more puzzle platformer than anything else.
Okay.
But still, I don't think
I
there's
would
ever
agree.
been made a game like this. I don't think any game's been this. I don't know. Like it's no game has matched this vibe before.
Hmm. I think that games like Inside kind and Limbo kind of fit this vibe. Not so much because those games are more puzzle, super puzzle based, and this one is more world. I feel like this one lives in the world, allows you to live in the world more.
Well, those games are also more stressful.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And this one
This game is
is a
more
chill type game.
like what I get most stressed when I can't find something.
Hmm.
Inside, it's like you got to be moving pretty much like swiftly, you know.
Right.
See, I don't like this though because it's asking me to make a blanket. I'm like, with what?
You gotta figure it out.
It's like okay,
What
but
did
it's
he say?
like
See what the hint says. You can always ask people as well. If you ask people, like they'll tell you like little hints about, oh, I got this thing.
yeah, but I don't have anything to show them.
Well, usually you can just talk with them and they'll say, like, oh, I had this or something like that.
These two
If
are
not,
ignoring.
then you're talking to
These
the
two are
wrong
ignoring
person.
me. Let's go to somebody else.
Yeah, I do like the puzzle, the adventure aspect of like just talking to random people, the point and click aspect of it, where you're talking to random people and figuring out who can give you what.
Oh, you know, Grandma might be able to knit me one, right? Oh, I need an electric cable for her to do something.
See, classic adventure game. You know what, who to get it from, but you need something else. So now we gotta find an electric cable.
Oh, this is where the dual sense happens, where you do a little purring.
Love her sign, the little grandma sign. I love the style of this game. I really do. It's very cool.
Shout out to the art director. Shout out to the art team. Like they did a really good job capturing that like cyberpunk kind of feel.
Yeah.
And honestly, like in scenes like this, like it looks really good. Like when like the lighting in the hallway. I don't know if you can really see it on stream, but like on my screen, it looks really good.
We can see it. We can see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like this game just looks overall nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to Saints Row. I think Saints Row. I think it looks decent. I think the gunplay is going to feel decent, and I'm just in the mood for like a third-person shooting open world game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Yeah,
that it's
me
been a
too.
while since Saints Row has really done that. Because even like the last Saints Row game, you're a superhero.
Yeah.
So I remember the guns
It
really
was
did.
so good.
You had
So
guns.
fun.
You had guns, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it
it
does.
didn't
Yeah.
matter because you could
It did.
fly.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you can fly, you still need guns to like kill people.
Yeah, it's just
Actually, I don't think you could fly in that game. You could do super speed, but you couldn't fly.
You might be right. It's been so long
I
since I
think.
played it.
Yeah, it has been long.
Yeah, I mean, I think that them going back to their roots, making it harkens to me more to like Saints Row 2, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the last time I really like seen this franchise at its like doing more of a Grand Theft Auto look-alike than anything,
Right. Yeah, definitely agreed. I'm very excited for it. I really liked, which one was it? Saints Row 4, which is the really unpopular one. So we'll see how much I like this one because I liked it when it just completely led into like how ridiculous things are. Like, oh, we're gonna have superpowers now. I like that about the game. But yeah, I what I don't want is another Grand Theft Auto clone because with Grand Theft Auto, for me at least, I know it's super popular, but Grand Theft Auto, the story never really drives me in. I'm never really interested in the story. Well, with five, I wasn't really interested in the story. 4 and 3, great story. 5, the story was fine. Hey, you found the electric cable.
Yeah, but what's it gonna cost? Oh my god! Ah!
Now you need something else. He's selling other stuff. Hey, you have an energy drink can, right? Give him that. Unless you want to buy something else, though. Okay, well, at least you got that. What else he's selling? Ooh, 3. You don't have that. Okay, well, what do you need to get for the electric piece that you need? What do you need for that?
You said the electric piece?
The electric cable that he's selling.
Oh, he
You
said I
need to
need
get that.
detergent.
Okay.
And the thing is, but I don't even know if she said she'll knit me a poncho. I need a blanket. Is a poncho a blanket?
It's good enough, yeah.
That's
I
what she
didn't know that
needs.
either until I got it. Yeah, he'll take the poncho as a blanket, basically.
He needs to just do the work. He doesn't need a blanket.
He wants to be comfortable. Okay, he's cold.
He's
Apparently,
he's a robot. Like,
well, apparently robots have sensory. Like I don't know what they're called. Senses.
if I were a robot, I'd turn that
Sensory
thing
units.
off.
They even say in the game that they don't require like food or anything. They just do the things because they're trying to recreate what humans used to do. It's really interesting.
That is very interesting.
Pretty cool.
I wish it was interesting enough for me to figure out where the detergent is, though.
Well, go to the laundromat. There's a laundromat, so it'll be there.
Oh my god, where is the laundry?
Find the sign. I know where it
This is
is.
why we need the map.
No, you have signs. Just go to the sign. It'll tell you, oh, laundromat over here.
The thing is, like the sign. It'd be one thing if the sign said like laundromat or anything.
That's true. That's true. It'll just say laundromat or whatever. There's a sign. You missed it. To the left. Right there.
So the laundromat is this way.
Oh, I didn't even know how to read those signs. I would just be like, oh, okay, that means it's straight ahead. So I would just go straight ahead and never find what I'm looking
To
for.
be fair, Alfredo, I just figured that out just now. So
I'm dumb.
Yeah, don't
Wow.
feel bad.
I made it through this whole level without knowing.
I just figured that out. I'm
Good
like, wait,
job.
the sign's actually pointing somewhere.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. Easy.
Is there anything else in here? I need some more music. I'm fiending for the music. I don't know if you know this about me, Alfredo, but I'm like a stickler for loot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
collectible?
whenever I'm in a room, like, yo, let me scavenge this thing for as much as possible.
I'm that way too. Like with The Last of Us 2, have they had those little superhero cards? I was that way the whole way through.
Well, see, if the game's too long, then no, I don't do it. But yeah, like with something like that, yeah, I did the same thing. I collect those.
Well, for this one, actually, I'm the opposite, where I don't care to get like to find all the sheet music. I don't need to find all the sheet music because this game is a game that is chill. So I'm not worried about all the stuff.
In hindsight, if you know that dude plays music, would you have collected the sheet music then?
No, probably not. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have, because somebody else said like, oh, I'm near the elevator and I collect sheet music, so I was trying to look for all the sheet music first, and then I was gonna find the person. I had no idea that he might not be the person that actually like you hand over. He might just be able to play it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it would kind of be a dick move if he just took my sheet music.
Right.
So what are you gonna do with it?
Because there's somebody, basically, like there's a graffiti sign that translates to say, oh, if you find, I'm looking for music, please like collect sheet music and give it to me. I'm near the elevator. That's what they say. So I was in the process of getting all the sheet music, but then I was like, I think I got 6 out of 8, and then I was like, it's fine. Let's go to the next level.
True.
I wasn't too stressed about it. This game allows you to be chill about everything, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely on the chiller side. I appreciate that. I just wish I had a goddamn map.
There's a sign right there. And now we know how to read the signs, so
That's true.
Good.
Trying to figure out where that dude who is selling stuff is.
Then again, Thomas, weren't you an advocate, just like Cole was, who said, Elden Ring, I like how nothing is labeled on the map. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right?
No, this is definitely not an Elden Ring.
Oh, hold on. We have a guest star. Clams.
I'm back, baby.
What's going on, bro?
Working a lot, but
Same.
Join the club. That's all. But at least now you get to relax and play a fun cat game with us.
It's true. How's this game playing?
I like it. I think
The
you
game-
like you have a cat, right?
I do have a cat. She ran away when I set up this camera, but
I think
She shot.
you would like. I think you'd like this game.
I think you would too. This is a
Okay.
claims game for sure.
I believe you. I believe you. I'll check it out. I saw it on Steam the other day. I thought about buying it, but I didn't. So
We talked about how it has a 97 positive review on
Dang.
Steam.
Seriously?
On Steam. Only on Steam.
Hot damn. That's
Which is
pretty
higher than Elden Ring.
good. Is it really?
So it's officially better than Elden Ring.
That's great.
Yeah. hmm
It
Yeah,
passed
yeah,
it when it got that 97 on Steam. That's the only thing that matters.
exactly.
It's the only thing.
On OpenCritic, it has an 84. But still pretty good. Still
So,
pretty good for a cat game.
what's the goal?
The goal of the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
Thomas, what's the goal of the game?
To
The
be a
goal
cat.
is you're a cat who got lost from their stray, like their pack. They're a stray cat that got lost from their pack in this post cyberpunk world. And so you find this little like electronic it's like a
Robot.
droid from Star Wars. And it like
It's
rolls
literally
with you.
named B12.
Yeah, his name's B12. He's like a little droid.
It's like a
He
little
They
follows you
literally
in your-
stole it.
he's on your back, and yeah, like I don't know what we're doing per se, but I know what we're doing is kind of important.
I think the goal of this game is to get back to your family or your pack, I think. But the game doesn't really tell you.
I think they're long gone, Alfredo.
I think so too. You might get a little cute like ending where it's like, oh, you're back with your family, but what you're doing in the game is like you're trying to help the little Star Wars clone robot who's on the screen right now, flying right next to you. He went away. But you're trying to help the little robot basically remember who he was because he's a robot now, but he can't remember any of his memories. So it's classic amnesia story. Yeah, so you're just going along for the ride, helping him figure out things.
You're a cat helping a robot. No more
Exactly.
beautiful a story.
Yep.
And
Now
it's a
your
cat
only
simulator.
family is your robot. Yeah, basically. Basically.
Basically.
And people love it.
Good.
I like it.
I already love it.
There you go. You got the blanket. Finally.
They're calling it a poncho though. I don't like that. Like just call it a blanket.
But a poncho isn't a blanket. I guess it's a wearable blanket. Is that what a poncho is? Right?
I believe so.
A
I'm not
poncho is-
gonna challenge
I mean,
that.
a poncho is like a really big scarf.
I feel like you shouldn't be sleeping in a poncho, right?
He's not sleeping in a poncho. He's just wearing it. He's cold.
He just wants me to grab the poncho so he can finish his work.
Yeah, because his hands were cold, is what he said. The robot's hand was cold.
Even though the robot doesn't feel anything.
Exactly. And now you're lost again, aren't you? You forgot where his house was?
Yeah, because it's not like a parent.
He's next to Grandma's house. You're going the wrong way. Go left.
Left right
No,
here.
left.
And it's right here.
Left. No, behind you. Keep going. Right there.
All these doors melt
Remember-
together.
Gotta remember where you've been so you can remember where you're going.
How'd you open that door? You're a cat. Oh, someone opened it for you.
He knocked it. He knocked on the door
He
for them
knocked
to
on
let
the
him
door.
in.
Little cat knocked on the door. He
Yeah.
knock.
He scratched on the door.
Exactly. And then just let him in. Casual.
Why
See,
can't
he's
you work?
shivering.
Why can't he work? He's a
He's
robot. He should not be.
shivering. Look at him.
He should not be
There's a
getting
cat
cold.
game. It's a cat game.
Hey, we got a live cat. Oh,
She
the
doesn't
cat
like
is
this.
not one of
You
your
don't like
cameras.
this?
First cat reactions.
You know, like cameras. Okay, I'll put you down. There you go. It's okay.
They would appreciate it if you were playing the cat game class.
I
and they
know,
could
I know.
see a fellow cat.
The other cat.
Yeah, the one on screen. The one
It's
in the
true.
game.
Imagine if you could use computers.
hmm
All the disgusting things you'd look up.
That'd be dangerous.
Right, might. Definitely. See, he's wearing the poncho. There you go.
But he's a robot. He shouldn't be getting warm or cold. Like, oh my gosh. Well, he fixed the tracker. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Have
job.
you been playing anything this week, Clams?
Me?
Yeah, what have you been playing?
Played a little more Horizon earlier the week. I played Kentucky Route Zero. Finishing that up.
Are you finished?
No, I'm very close though. But
What
since
act are you in?
I don't know. I've been playing it with someone, so I've not really.
Okay.
I've just sort of been goofing off.
I think.
Um,
Are you like it, don't you? It feels like a Clams game.
I don't like it. Spoilers.
Really?
I don't like it all that much.
Really interesting.
No, no. You know what it's made me want to play?
What?
It's made me want to play Ace Attorney.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for some Clussy. Some Clussy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the art style. Like it's a beautiful art. It's beautiful art, but I don't like how it's like implemented into the game, I guess.
Mhm.
It's too small. It's the puzzles are intuitive and fun, but I just
Puzzles? There's puzzles in that game.
I would
Sort of,
I
kinda,
would
yeah.
say it's puzzle, like in the same vein Ace Attorney is.
Okay.
But with like, moving around.
Right.
I don't know. I don't it's finicky. I don't love it. What do you guys think about it?
I don't want to say too much because we do have our Ben's Book Club going
Yeah,
over it,
yeah.
but I also don't like it.
I thought I liked it, and so I just played more of it. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't
Are you
like the
finished?
vibe of it.
Yeah, that's fair. The vibe.
I'm a big vibe person, and it's just it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel. It's I don't know. It just feels really bleak. And I
Okay.
thought I was good with that, but as I played more of it, I was kind of like struggling to finish.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
a very
Yeah.
weird game. It feels like an Annapurna game, which is funny because this
Yeah,
is
I
an
mean,
Annapurna game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just
It-
didn't feel right.
That's
to
a
me.
great comparison because it does kind of feel like this game. I can see direct comparisons between the two for sure.
Yeah, I like this game a lot better than that, though. Like I will say that.
Me too. Me too. But we'll save all the discussion on that for Ben's Book Club.
Yes, yes.
Alfredo, one more question.
Yes.
Where is Seamus?
You're lost again.
I need a map.
I think you can find him in the bar. Didn't he go to the bar?
Okay.
You know where that is, right?
I don't know based on this stuff.
It's not on the sign.
Why not? Oh my gosh.
Because you're supposed to know where the bar is. Right there. There you go. There. Oh, that's Momo.
That's Momo.
That's what you're looking for, right?
No, I'm looking for.
So you're looking for
Seamus.
Seamus's. Okay, Seamus is at his house. So you got to go to Seamus's house.
God damn it!
Yeah, so you got to find it. It's in some alleyway. See, we were
Also-
talking about this earlier, Clams. This game doesn't give you a map, unlike Elden Ring,
That's
and
good.
you kind of get lost because you got to figure out, okay, where exactly is somebody's house, and you got to remember in this city where exactly to go.
Where everything looks the same.
I want to. A lot of it does look the same, but it is distinct. I'll say. There you go. You found it. See, it wasn't that hard.
That was pretty hard.
You found it in like 30 seconds.
But yeah, I really do like this game, but I don't hate Kentucky Route Zero at all. Like I definitely appreciate what went into it, and I think Ben's gonna have a different opinion because I think Ben played like when it was like coming out in sections, right?
Yeah, and when everyone was all hype about it, I think because it was very popular.
I think I would like the game a little differently if I had played in spurts like that.
If you could kind of ruminate
Mhm.
on each section.
Yeah,
Sure,
like
sure.
playing
I
all
can
of
see
it
that.
at once was a little jarring. I don't know.
I could see that.
Well, so we don't spoil anything. I'll move on to another game I've been playing, which is No Man's Sky.
Oh,
On the
I'm
Switch,
playing-
what are you playing on?
PS4.
Okay, nice.
it's not on Switch yet. I don't think.
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Not
I
gonna
remember
be.
I gave you fake news and I said that it'd been released on Switch already. And
It's
like,
like
I'm
coming
not
out
sure.
Because I was like,
September
doesn't
or
run
August or something.
at all. So how is it? How's the game?
No Man's Sky. I think this is their final update.
Final?
I
Really?
think this is their
Okay.
final one. And you know what? It's a good game. It's It's a
Great
solidly good
It's
game.
it's crossed the threshold. It's good. It's a good game.
Is it a great game though?
Is it great? Is it great?
Oh, he has to think about it. That means no. If you got to think about it, it means no.
For the average video game enjoyer, probably not a great game. Probably a good game, probably a good like laugh, but for me who likes open-endedness, who I think I've said it here before, like I like games that don't really make you that don't make you feel like you're a hero, that don't make you feel like you're doing anything special. You just are there, and it's you know, in the the original, like day one, I downloaded this game. Day one, I downloaded No Man's Skies. And when it first came out, it was clearly trying to be like a survival game with this kind of like mystery element underneath it. Didn't work. It didn't work. The randomness of the setting makes it impossible to know whether or not you're going to have a hard or really easy time surviving. A lot of the times it was ridiculously hard. The game now makes it very, very abundantly clear what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it in order to survive. And after like the first couple, like half hour or so of playing, those reminders go away, and you're left to your own devices. And it's not like it's opening up a thing saying do this now. It's like, hey, you should probably look for something that will charge your life support. Your life support's failing. If you don't have your life support, you're gonna die. Just like nice little reminders at the beginning of the game to go like, you need to find this element. And then after that, it becomes incredibly open-ended. You go anywhere, do anything you want. And just in general, like the graphics, the art packages, the randomization of the planets feels a lot more random. It feels but not only random, they all seem fully fledged. Like each planet kind of has its own little ecosystem that feels like a story in itself. Because I was hopping from like hot planet, like super like molten hot, you know, disgusting planet. That was the first planet I landed on. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna die. But you know, just by like booking it to like the only space station near me, which was miles away, I had to just duck and cover under like in caves just to like cool down to a temperature I could like heal my energy supply at. And you get to the base, you heal up, you wait until night, and each planet has its own little cycle around the sun, so night comes at different times. And I waited, went back to my ship with the materials I needed to fix it up, did that, blast off. Go to just a general old like Ewok looking planet, jungly, really cool flora and fauna on this planet, like really cool. I did not expect it to be so vastly different from the other planet. And then I go to a more fieldy planet, a planet that's not as jungly, it's more grassy. And it's a completely different environment. I'm like, wow, everything does feel very procedurally generated. Like it feels like every planet has its own little ecosystem. And I love it. And the base making is so much easier. Like making bases in this game is actually a lot of fun, and I hate making bases.
Oh, really?
I can't stand bases in games. Fallout 4, fuck the bases.
Yeah.
Refuse to build the bases.
We always do there.
I don't like Minecraft because I don't like sitting there building stuff for a while. But in this game, where you're trying to survive, where you're trying to reach out to the cosmos, go farther and farther out to space, it kind of taps into that innate like Cold War brain I've got in the back of my head, where I'm like, yes, humanity going out into space, but it's just you, and it makes you feel like kind of proud of your accomplishments because you do have to put in the effort to go further and further out into space. And it's rewarding now. It's actually rewarding because you do adventure. You are exploring. You're finding genuinely. You never know what you're gonna find on a planet. The animals are all crazy. There's fish. I mean, the whole thing is so much better.
Is it like a sense of progression? Like, are there missions of a sort that,
yeah,
like,
you can,
hey, do this so that Like, what's your end result, I guess?
Less missions. A large part of the game is about learning about the ancient culture that existed in this quadrant of the galaxy.
Okay.
And they went extinct, or some of them are still kicking around in space stations. And your goal is really just discover their old relics, learn their language, and then decipher it, and you can unlock like hyperspace travel and go anywhere in the
Oh.
universe, anywhere you want. And I think the original game, I don't know about now, but I know originally when the game came out, the end of the story was something akin to there was a black hole in the center of the universe, and you went there, and like that's the species that went extinct actually went through this black hole to a different dimension or something.
Cool.
And I don't know what the story is now. I'm sure they've changed it because people didn't like how lazy that one felt.
Really? I kind of like that, like having the ending just be like, okay, are you gonna go through the black hole and see what's on the other side, or are you gonna stay and continue exploring?
It's true. It's kind of cool, but I think the way you got there in the old game was a lot like simpler, and it was really repetitive. But in this
Mhm.
game, you go to space stations. So instead of like missions, you go up to like traders and teachers and craftsmen and scientists who are all hanging out in the space stations littered around the solar system.
Mhm.
And that's where you can kind of buy and sell all of your stuff that you find on planets, which is really nice. The buying and selling system is very, very nice.
Okay.
And some of the characters in the space station, if you talk to them, will like offer to like, hey, come to your. We'll come to if you have if you have a settlement, they'll come to your settlement and do research and help you decode data that you discover in these old relics. And instead of you having to do it yourself, you can like hire scientists to do it. And but you have to bribe them a lot of the time with different materials, different like built parts. So if you want to get this one scientist, oh, he's like, oh, I only work with this one reactor. If you want me, and I'm really good, I'm like level 72. You know, if you want me to join your mission to discover the mysteries of this old race, you have to build this old reactor. It's a very hard to build reactor, but if you build it, I'll come work for you.
Okay, that's really cool. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, and it's a whole bunch of little stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I really enjoy that. The game almost it's got such a relaxing feel. The music's so calming, but you can upload your own music tracks to it. If you've got music on your PlayStation 4 or if you're playing on a PC, you can upload music to the game and have it playing in your ship or
that's
your
cool.
suit, and that's a nice little touch.
That's neat.
So it makes you feel a little Star-Lordy. You know, you can just jam
Yeah.
out to whatever tunes you like.
Can you use Spotify with it?
I
was
don't
gonna
think so. I don't think you can use
Amazing.
Spotify with it.
That would be
No, they
amazing.
should have added that for their,
I-
last update.
I don't know.
Missed
Maybe
opportunity.
there is a streaming service you can connect into it. I haven't looked far into that that option because I don't. I like the calming kind of sci-fi undertones of the
Space
game enough.
exploration music.
Yes.
I'm gonna play it on
space.
PC and see if there's any options to do that.
Okay, cool. Because I
Probably on
definitely
PC.
recommend it now that the game's like properly finished.
Okay.
It's nice. It's not as direct as some games, but again, you feel like a character running around space, trying to survive, trying to go out into space like humanity should be. Like let's go out into the stars. But it's a personal experience in this game, and I like that a lot. So, yeah. I recommend No Man's Sky to most players. If you're the sort of person who just likes playing fucking no offense, Thomas, this isn't shade at you. But
What are
like
you
people who like playing like just like Marvel games, and Spider-Man doesn't count. I don't think Spider-Man counts. I'm
Marvel
talking-
Play
games.
Marvel games. I don't.
Okay, what others Marvel type games you mean?
The Avengers, the one with the
Oh,
ones with
I'm not an Avengers fan.
Hey, I played
okay,
that
yeah,
game. I wouldn't
yeah,
say I'm a fan.
the one with like Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I'm
play
not a big
everything. I don't
fan of that one.
discriminate.
like games like that where everything's super scripted, like to an annoying amount, and it's so fucking linear. Can't stand that. I don't
Oh, I
like that in
like those
games.
games.
I can't
That's
stand it. So you
not
might not like
problems.
No Man's Sky. It's
Okay,
it's
yeah.
it's it, there is no scripting other than like dialogue between characters, and even that feels like it might even be somewhat generated. Um,
Mm,
so
yeah.
it's it's
Yeah, for me, I don't open world games. I don't need them all the time. That's just me. Less is more sometimes.
Just to branch off of No Man's Sky, have y'all ever heard of Star Citizen?
I have not.
I've heard of it. Don't know. Is that an RTS game?
No, it's actually I'm going to the Wikipedia now because it's a direct competitor to No Man's Sky.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Never heard of it. Then.
it's an
I thought
in
it was an
development
RTS.
multiplayer space trading and combat simulation game.
Sounds boring.
So it has like kind of it goes for what No Man's Sky goes for as well, in that you're landing on different planets.
Hmm.
And it's like it's very much like a space simulation game, where to the
Oh.
point where you buy your own ship, you keep it in a parking deck, you call ahead to get it unlocked so you can actually fly out. Then you have to
Huh.
get like permission from the
The galactic bureaucracy or whatever.
to take
Oh my
off and go
god.
to other places. So it's like
That's
it's very
crazy.
much a
It's kind of cool.
simulation. It is cool. It's
So
been
it's
in
Star Trek, the game.
a little bit, yeah, but it's like you're on a base. You're like a military base.
You
The
said it was
That's pretty
Star.
problem-
cool.
You said it was Starbound.
Citizen.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen.
Now, I wanted to bring it up because the problem is this game, it went an opposite direction of No Man's Sky, where No Man's Sky got funding from PlayStation to begin with.
Sure.
Mm.
This game did the crowdfunding
Okay.
approach. And so it began development in 2012.
Whoa. And how is it now? Is it done? I'm guessing no.
It's not done. But it is like they've released like beta versions of the game. And so I
Okay.
went through like a rabbit hole this week of like looking up like what exactly is this thing? And so it's actually pretty cool. Like everything works, but apparently the game is like halfway done. And many people are very upset because they paid like thousands of dollars in currency in this game.
And it's still not done? That's crazy.
It's not done. So like it went through a whole round of like lawsuits from people like trying to get their
What?
money back because people backed this game for thousands of dollars.
Jesus.
And like the
That's-
thousands of
yeah.
dollars would promise them like ships and stuff. So they got ships and everything in the game. And it's supposed to be a really unique thing. And it also has a single player campaign that now is separate from the actual game, so it's gonna be sold separately. So they had lawsuits from that too. And the names that they have for the single player game are pretty like compelling. Gary Oldman,
Really?
Mark Hamill,
Oh my god.
Mark Strong,
Huh.
Andy Serkis,
Oh, wow. That's an all-star
Henry
cast.
Cavill.
Wow. Well, I will say I looked on the website just now, and they're like when you go on their website, the little image or the video that plays, it looks awesome. Like their cinematics look really cool.
My friend was telling me about this game in 2013. Like I remember he was like, because that was when he first he built his first gaming PC, and he was like, "Bro, this game's gonna be the future. This is gonna be the future of gaming right here." It's funny that we're in 2022.
Apparently, you can play Alpha 3.17. It says right now.
Hell yeah.
And I looked at a video, like it runs a little rough, but if you set it to the right settings, it looks fine. And it lives up to its namesake, where you do feel like a star citizen, like a space person who's trying to fly. It's very much like Dead Death Stranding. I'm sorry. It's a little like Death Stranding 2, where you're delivering stuff.
It's like
to
a
other
job.
planets. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Ooh.
shooting didn't look good. The shooting looked very generic.
Well, it's only an alpha, Thomas.
Well, it's been an
After
alpha
10
for
years.
it's been an alpha for a decade. So I don't know. I don't know when beta's supposed to start, but it's not looking. I mean, that's the danger, I guess, with these crowdfunding games. And it's interesting that both these games, like No Man's Sky and Star Citizen, when they first kind of like, even though Star Citizen hasn't came out, it's come out in alpha. It's been met with like kind of this like you didn't live up to your hype, you know.
Sure.
And also, I think you can put Elite Dangerous in that category too. I guess that's another space sim.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
And there's
Yeah,
one
I-
coming out soon, right? By Bethesda, something like that.
I think so. It's a small game.
Allegedly.
Small game.
Very small.
Allegedly.
And that's the thing. Is Star Citizen, not Star Citizen, Starfield.
Field.
Is Starfield going to even attempt to do what these other games have tried?
I don't. No way. I don't think they can.
I feel like the game of Starfield is going to be hiding how simple it is.
I think that it'll be. I think it's just literally going to be Fallout in space. That's what it looks like.
But even the ramifications of that is like kind of wild because, like, if you think about Fallout, it's all one world.
Hmm.
Like, it's not going to be like that in space.
No.
You're going to have to fly to these different planets. And it's like, how is that going to work?
Right, but didn't they already say that, oh, we're not allowing you to fly, like, to
I think they
different
say we're not
planets
allowing
and
you to
stuff?
land. It's not, you're not going to be able to land on the planet.
What?
Yeah, it's... Oh, I thought you couldn't even fly to the
I think
planet.
you can fly. I don't think you can land on the planet.
Then how do you get places? Oh, you just land in one specific spot?
You could be on your gummy ship thing. Like,
I got
how many times you land that gummy ship off right now?
Brilliant. A lot, actually. It was a great system.
Oh
Great
my God.
system. I'm about to look up, because Starfield, can you fly? The ship.
Can you fly?
Because okay, so your Starfield ship won't be handling any complex landing maneuvers. That's what
Right.
they said. So I guess you can fly it.
Yeah, 'cause you're gonna have to
Can't land
fly.
You have to fly.
But it does have a gummy ship like building mechanic. It's literally the gummy ship mechanic, where you put together a ship. They stole it from Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's
all I'm saying.
gosh.
everyone's
They
favorite
literally
game.
did! They did! They stole it.
Because Kingdom Hearts created ships.
Hey, they created the best ship builder
Oh
in
man,
recent
about-
history.
I don't know about that, Alfredo.
I know, bro.
That's a bold claim right there.
Hey, I'm just saying, I used to hate the gummy ship, okay? I used to hate the mechanics. When Ben made us play Kingdom Hearts 3, Ben, not me. When Ben made us play Kingdom
This
Hearts
is true.
Kingdom Hearts 1, I decided, hey, I'm going to try the gummy ship this time for the first time, just trying to build my own ship. Was it difficult? Yes. But eventually, once I got it, was I really proud of my ship? Yeah. And was it easier to build the ships after that? It was. But it took me probably like 3 hours in the creator to get comfortable with it. So that's what I assume Starfield will be like.
I think it will be fine, but I'm very interested because you look at Star Citizen. It's we're on 10 or 9 years. I'm sorry, 9 years going on 10 years of development. You know, No Man's Sky, while now is in a good place, it probably I feel like the reception of No Man's Sky probably changed around what, like 2019 maybe.
Probably.
That's
Maybe,
when I first
maybe
started to
even a
hear,
little
oh,
later.
it's actually a good game now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. yeah. That sounds about right.
So it's like it took a while for that to change.
Mhm.
And so Starfield, I'm interested to see what that's going to hit out the gate. because-
But I don't know if Bethesda is going to be able to do that because look at how Fallout 76 went, right? It had that chance to be able to recover and pull a Dead Man's Sky or No Man's Sky, and it failed.
Either or.
So we'll
a
see.
dead man's guy.
Either or, yeah, exactly like Clem said. Thomas, you are just dying all over the place. What's
I
going
wasn't.
on?
This game is so chill that when the action scenes happen, I'm not ready. Oh shit!
You got 9 lives, so you're fine.
Do I?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you do. That's why it lets you restart. The hidden secret about this game is if you die 9 times exactly, you have to start all the way in the beginning. That's the
Chill.
secret.
That would be evil.
That would be. I would really respect them if they did that.
This thing will be coming right off the PlayStation 5. That's for damn sure.
I
Like,
think it would be a
that's
really
real
cool
cute. That's real
mechanic.
cute and going into the delete file. That would
But
be
you wouldn't know. I guess it would go that would break news, right? That
Yeah.
the secret is if you die 9 times, you die for real.
Well, if you know what, if you got a little cool different animation after you die the 9th time, okay.
A cool animation saying what?
You died 9
died
times.
9 times.
That's it.
Just to acknowledge, because I don't think I've
Let's
died
move on.
9 times in this game yet, and I haven't been counting.
Okay, well maybe it does have it. Die 9 times, see what happens.
There you go, Thomas. You've got a challenge.
Yeah,
I'll try.
that was
Thank
2, so you got 2 deaths.
Well, I think I died twice before.
Okay, it's up to 4. I doubt
Definitely not 9
anything
times.
happens.
This game doesn't really have many opportunities for you to die.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And who wants to see a cat die? You know.
Weirdos.
We just did it 2 times. You just died twice.
Well, no one wanted that to happen.
I'm just saying I don't like cats.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't say
Alfredo
I
confirmed for
didn't say
cat
I wanted it to
murderer.
happen. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Now you have an OP weapon.
Anti-cat legislation. Oh no.
Look, you have an OP weapon, the Defluxinator, to protect you now. So now these little mutants can't touch you.
So how can I die?
You can as long as you use the OP weapon. So now you're fine.
What weapon is it?
The Defluxinator that you just got.
I know, but how do I use it now?
Oh,
This
like
thing.
that.
This thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you're fine now. You're safe forever. That's how it works.
I'm shocked there hasn't been like a Star Wars droid who like had this design.
It looks. I think you know where I think they got the design. I think they got it from those little cat toys because it looks exactly like one, like with the little antennas, like it's like a mouse design kind of. That which is what cats play with. I think that's what
I
they
guess
modeled
you're
it
right.
after.
It does sound like that.
Because when we first got him, that's what I thought he was. I thought he was just a cat toy. Then he turned on. It was a robot. Okay, don't die, Thomas. Or die 5 more times. Take your
Yep.
pick.
We'll see.
Hey, you don't sound very enthusiastic.
About
Kill
dying?
this
No, I'm
guy.
not enthusiastic about that. But yeah, no. But yeah, about Starfield, I just don't know. I'm not excited anymore about it because it's so far away. But I don't know. I just feel like with like No Man's Sky, it took a while. Star Citizen's still taking a while. Elite Dangerous, I don't really hear much about. I'm very curious how involved they're gonna be with the flight and everything. Like, how is that gonna work? I feel like that's really hard to nail.
That's fair. Yeah.
Puzzle.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most anticipated games that I'm not going to get this time. Starfield.
Really.
At all.
Because I bought into the hype of Fallout 4 when it first came out. I had never played a Fallout, and I did not like that game. So I think I'm going to skip
It's
this
free.
one. Oh, you're right. Okay, I guess I'll play it. I think what'll happen, I'll play it for like 30 minutes, and then I won't play it anymore.
Wow.
I really don't think I'm going to like the game.
That much, huh?
Yeah. I'll play it for a good 30 minutes. Just enough to get that sweet, sweet gummy ship gameplay, and then I'm out.
That's what you're there for. I get you.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
I don't. We asked this on the podcast. And obviously, you can catch us on our podcast. We do get it on podcast services around the globe, of course. But I asked this question to Alfredo and Cole last week. I want to ask it to you, Clams.
Okay.
We have about 5 months left in the year. Are there any games you're looking forward to that are still yet to be released?
Obviously Pokemon.
Hmm.
Yes.
Sun.
Wait, that's multiplayer, right?
Yeah,
We should play. We should play it when it comes
I
out.
agree. I agree. I am all on. I am
I'm all
board.
into. I can't wait.
Cool.
Um, a lot of that game basically 50, not 50%, but a lot of it leaked.
Doesn't
A
that
lot of it
happen
leaked.
every single Pokemon game?
There are now competing leakers inside Nintendo somewhere to leak Pokemon.
That's crazy.
They
Crazy.
are doing their darndest to ruin these games for everyone.
So you can just look up Pokemon leaks and it'll come up.
Probably. Everyone and their grandmothers making YouTube videos about it.
Oh, really?
Um,
I didn't know that.
Uh, they shouldn't be, but they are. It's just
It'll be
because I know I don't mind the leaks. A lot of people get like real butthurt about leaking, and I'm like, whatever. It's a Pokemon game. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess that
I
leads to a
expect
bigger
it.
question, right? Like in terms of leaking. Because for me, I don't really have a problem with it, but I feel like people let the leaks kind of shape their opinion. And it's obviously whenever something's leaked, it's still like in development usually.
Right. Right.
So I kind of avoid leaks as much as possible. Like sometimes it's impossible to avoid, but I don't think that it's, I don't let it like color what I'm going to think of a game.
Smart. That's smart.
But most gamers don't abide by that. As soon as they see anything, it's like,
Game over.
Are you talking about like if you actually read the leaks or like just the fact that leaks are out?
well, mostly if someone like reads or watches the leaked gameplay or leaked
Oh, got it,
whatever,
got it.
and
got
then their opinion of the game is their opinion.
it.
Right. They were like, oh no. The leak said it was bad.
I mean, the thing I've seen that the absolute most is with Last of Us Part 2. That's the
Oh,
most
yeah.
where
Whoa.
something leaked and
Oh, yeah.
it was like uh-oh, and everybody felt like a type of way about. People were either mad that the leaks happened or they were mad that was what was inside the leaks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That was that game. That game. Some
That
interesting
poor little game.
stories. Never had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing was a lot of the stuff that leaked in the game, it wasn't even like true.
Was it? I never looked at
Like
any
some of
of
the
the
stuff
leaks,
people
so I
were
didn't
saying
know.
was just not true.
Flat
Like
out lies.
right? It's like I don't know, like because the one thing, not to get super into it, but I remember they said, "Oh, there's a trans character in the game." That was one of the leaks.
They
And
were
then-
just mad at the butch woman.
Yeah, and then they saw Abby like, "Oh, that's the trans person." Pitchforks, and then it turns out no, that's just a cis woman.
Just a big boned lady.
She just worked. She had a lot of whey
Big
protein. Like she dieseled
A
up.
lot.
But
A lot.
she is not a trans person. So I don't know why y'all are mad about her. And then the actual trans person in the game turns out to be, to me, one of the most well-written characters in the game.
They don't care about that part.
Right.
They
It's
just
like-
care about the
that
anger.
that was so surreal to me, where I'm like, this just flat out lies being told about this game.
Well, I think the biggest problem with that one was the fact that the butch lady, the big bone woman, was
Abby.
not
Abby.
Abby.
The
You
big,
could-
the big bone woman.
You like big bone lady.
You couldn't jack off to her. And
I
if
mean,
you
That's not
don't-
true. That's not true for everybody.
Right.
Maybe not me or you or Alfredo, but I can't say it for somebody.
but the gamers out there, you know the ones I'm talking about.
Do I?
Maybe they would, but they won't say it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
right.
That's
They'll
very
do it in
true.
anger.
Yes, in protest.
What?
We don't know what's in these minds, Alfredo.
In anger. Okay.
Alfredo, what am I supposed to do? I'm sorry.
See you. I'm just gonna let you struggle.
No.
Keep rolling that bin over there. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. You're trying to get at that hole.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't notice that bit before.
Yeah. You've been here for the past 15 minutes.
Because I'm talking about game leaks and yeah.
There you go. Proud of you.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Clams. There's a meow button.
There's a meow button, you say?
look.
Well, now, hell yes. Now I'm sold.
And that's what's funny. That's the first thing they teach you in the game.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's the first button they show you. Like this is how to meow.
I mean, it's important to know.
Everything else is secondary.
Everything else is secondary. But yeah, that's probably the most egregious case of gaming leaks. And truth be told, like that happened to Naughty Dog this week, right? The Last of Us Part 1 leaked early.
What do you mean it leaked? The game already out. What can it
The
leak?
Last of Us Part
I know, but-
the gameplay reveal leaked.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that should have been out already because all they showed was, oh, it's going to be new. Like, you guys should show us something. That should have showed by now.
Yeah, they probably should have showed us that. I mean, it looks kind of the same, so I'm not really interested in it anymore.
Is it part 2 gameplay? Oh. Use your flashlight! Use your flashlight! Use your flashlight! There you go. There you go. And you broke it. You broke it.
All right, here we go.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You broke it
Oh,
again.
that's a big one.
There's like a little cooldown.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so regarding the leak, so is it Last of Us 2 mechanics?
Doesn't look like it to me.
It's not.
Not to my naked eye. Because the thing is,
It's
it
not.
leaked. It leaked, and then I think like a day later, Sony just released like the actual video.
What? And you're telling me this isn't So what did they do? What are the mechanics?
Essentially, what's changed is the enemies now use the AI system from Last of Us Part 2.
For being able to like have clickers and humans and different factions?
Right. And then also your allies can use them.
Your
allies are better off. Oh, I died. Yeah.
Oh, you died. Okay, we're up
your
to 5
allies
Awesome.
are better able to hide and perform more realistic.
Oh, instead of just having the enemies ignore them.
Yeah, but it relatively looks the same.
So $70, huh?
$70. Yeah, it's and
Interesting.
there's a conversation on the internet, and I'm seeing a lot of people like online as well, just like super defend this, like, oh well, this is not just a cash grab, and it's like, let's be honest, every single video game release is technically a cash grab.
True.
It's just a layer of how much of a cash grab it is. That really is the only thing that separates them. They're all a cash grab.
But there's value. It depends on what value they bring to the table, and some don't bring much value, if you know what I mean.
Like
I
if
do.
you
Compared
ask the
to,
actual
what's
publishers
available.
of the game if they consider their game's a cash grab or not, they'd be like, hell yeah. They better be.
They won't. They're gonna lie to your face and be like,
No,
no.
I'm saying if you ask them candidly.
Yeah, they're gonna say no. They're gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? If you ask them and like there's no like it's off the record,
Oh, okay, got you.
they're gonna be like,
Okay,
yeah, no,
yeah.
they're all cash grabs, and if it's not, we're not gonna fund the sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like all games are cash grabs. I don't like calling games cash grabs because they all are.
Right.
At the same time, though, like $70
$70
for this is insane.
Come on. Yeah.
Like this should have been a Stray situation where it's on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, that'd be well. I mean, that'd be ideal, but that would never happen.
I mean, why not? I don't like
Because
you
money,
can't sell-
money.
like,
Money, Thomas.
I'm guessing The Last of Us Remastered is on PlayStation Plus, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, you can play the old version if you want it. That's on PlayStation.
See, in
Plus.
a perfect world, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the perfect world looks like, but I think included in it is The Last of Us Remastered just getting an update that turns it into The Last of Us Part 1.
That'd be awesome.
And I feel we don't know what a perfect world looks like, but I feel like that's part of it.
That'd be awesome. Or I mean, a free upgrade would be nice.
I feel like a free upgrade to everybody who owns The Last of Us in some capacity for at least PlayStation 4. If you at least own the remaster, you were able to get this as a. You know what? Let's say a $10 upgrade. I feel
Sure.
like nobody's complaining.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to treat this like a $70 game and you don't have factions in it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
to me, that is the most.
Factions was in it. I would look at it because I love factions.
If you gave
Love
me
it.
a factions that was 4K 60,
Hmm.
yes,
I'd play it.
This turns into I have to buy that at 70. Like, I'm sorry, but without it, it's like a slap in the face. It's like Joel slapping me in the face.
I mean, honestly, even a factions mode, it's not worth 70. You know, the whole game.
I feel like a factions mode with the upgraded graphics to me is, but I feel you.
I mean, I would probably buy it because I love factions, and we haven't gotten factions in so long, so I probably would buy it. Now, is it worth it? That's a different question.
Probably
Also,
not.
is it just me or this dude's giving me mad like Doc from Back to the
Oh
Future?
yeah. They completely modeled. His little wires are shaped like his hair.
I noticed it before, but we were talking. I didn't want to mention it on the stream, but he's definitely giving me mad like either like even like Rick from Rick and Morty vibes.
Yeah.
He's walking like Doc Brown for sure.
I definitely wish he acted more like him because he acts just like a normal scientist kind of. But like
Yeah.
he has the look. He's got the
I'm
look.
pretty
down.
sure they didn't want to get sued.
Right.
Fox as well. I feel like that was a part of it. PlayStation was probably like, we don't have your back on that.
Yep.
Do you really want Doc Brown in the game?
Very true.
But okay, cutscene.
Okay, what's happening now?
I don't know, but I hijacked it. I'm sorry, Clams. So Pokemon was one of your favorites.
Pokemon's one of my favorites.
Right, we completely skipped over this part.
I Am Jesus Christ is apparently coming out this year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh right, you told us about that. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Very excited. I don't even know if he has gameplay anymore. I realized that trailer I showed you all was from 2017.
What?
Oh really?
And it got a new trailer in 2020,
Okay.
and even in 2017 it was scheduled for release in 2022. So like,
Wow. It's coming. It's coming.
it's coming. It better.
Probably in October when every other video game in the universe is coming out.
They've had plenty of time. They've had plenty of time.
Is that Thomas the Tank Engine supposed to come out this year as well?
Yes, that's supposed to come out at
Awesome.
some point, but I
Awesome.
don't know when. I'm not super crazy looking forward to many games coming out this year, truth be told.
No Nintendo games besides Pokemon. They all
No,
got
all I want is a new system, god damn it.
that Nintendo Switch too.
Whenever, one day, please, anything. I don't care if it's a shoe. I really couldn't care. Nintendo.
What, like a Switch Pro or?
No, like a new system, like a Wii U. Like,
Do you really want them to release it and then we're never going to be able to get it?
I guess you're right.
That's true. That's true.
Because honestly, I feel like with my consoles now, I feel like I got lucky across the board. Like I don't feel like
I had to struggle. Well, for
yeah,
the PlayStation.
I forget that first night where I got my PS5. I was like, I feel like I shouldn't
You
have.
had it the first night you tried?
Yeah,
What?
but I feel like
What?
I've tried since then to buy it for other people, and it has not worked out.
Hmm.
So I feel like I barely got this. I feel like karma's gonna come my way, and it's not gonna let me get no Switch 2.
Your next
whatever it's
system.
called.
Nope.
But at the end of the day, yeah, I think 2024 is probably the sweet spot for them to announce something new.
I think in the very least, the Switch 2 is possible.
I feel like
The
even
question
then,
is-
it probably is gonna be like the Switch Pro.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like
It's
a
gonna be
pro version of
completely
the Switch.
backwards compatible, I assume.
Yeah.
Just
And out the box, I'm almost want to guarantee it. Out the box, I think you're getting at that direct. The one last
Breath of
thing,
the Wild 2.
you're gonna see Phil Spencer come out.
What?
Oh, for Xbox Game Pass?
Xbox Game
On the
Pass day
Switch?
one.
On the
No
Nintendo
way.
Switch.
Imagine Phil Spencer on a direct.
No way.
Can't wait
That
to
would
see
be
it.
kind. I feel like that would be kind of crazy. Like that'd be a moment.
I could see it, with, obviously, but if it was on there, would it just be the cloud version of things?
Yeah.
Because they have that on
Well,
Nintendo
the-
already, so they
if
could
it's
do that.
If it's the Pro version, if it's like the Switch Pro, I think maybe it would be able to handle that. Downloading games.
I'm scared. I don't know.
The one thing about Game Pass, I love Game Pass. The problem I have with it though is that there's so many games on here that I'm like, I want to play this portable.
Get a Steam Deck. There you go. Problem solved.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
I mean, the next one's coming around October, I believe.
That's where my date is for when I can finally pre-order. Or
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
it's called,
I'm holding
where
on.
you do how you do it now. So I'm waiting for that. I can't wait for that. But
Nice.
I think I don't know if does Game Pass just work naturally, like every single game works.
I think it depends on your system. Some of them are have to be Steam Deck approved for it to work on the Steam Deck, but pretty much
Okay, well, I can't wait for that then.
still
But
have to
yeah,
have your system requirements.
I wish
Sure.
Xbox would just come out with a portable system.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not
Never.
gonna happen.
You're right, but I feel like with Game Pass, like at least like it being on like a portable system of some kind, that would be just like it would make the experience way better, especially for a lot of those indies.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to play Dead Cells on my monitor or my TV.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have it, and I would play it if it was portable. You could get it on the Switch though, and problem solved. But
Well, there ain't no streaming service coming soon to the Switch.
Nope.
nope. No.
That'd be a crazy thing if Nintendo announced something like that.
We can
It
hope.
really would, but not happening.
We know this company. We know this company way too well. They're gonna.
I love them. I love them so much, but goddamn Nintendo, they just hate doing what the players want.
Because they love money.
Sometimes, like I feel like the decisions they make are not even like super financially beneficial. They just do things that are just like super weird.
I feel like it's always financially motivated.
With Nintendo,
Yeah.
if it wasn't before, it was. I don't think it when it was the last CEO, but I think the new CEO is just like a money guy. So
Who, Bowser?
no, the Japanese one.
Oh, got you.
I don't know his name.
I can't
His name
believe.
is
I
Mario.
still
His
can't
name is
believe.
Mario, actually.
He's Mario. The other one's
Yeah.
Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah, Japanese guy named Mario.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Imagine that.
Oh, imagine that. Well, I think we can wrap up the stream. Does anybody have any final thoughts about
Enjoy your
anything
OP
going on in the world of
weapon.
gaming?
Enjoy your OP weapon while you have it. This super UV light. It's gonna be very handy.
Well, if only it told me where to go. Can cats swim?
No, right? The whole thing is cats don't swim, right?
No, they can. Cats can
They
swim.
can?
They don't like it, but they can.
Okay. Dogs
Like
can
some-
swim.
We'll do a lot of things even though we don't like them. So yeah,
Always bringing up the dogs, Alfredo. Come on.
Well, this is why dogs are better, because dogs, put them in water, they'll start swimming. Cats, they'll just complain, try to get out, and then
Who knows
it's
what
just
they'll
a
do?
whole mess.
we
Exactly,
cleaning
who
your
knows?
cat's like a big thing, right? Like they hate water hitting them, right?
Yeah, it's their fur can't handle the like it doesn't dry as well as like human skin or other animal fur. So
Mm.
I don't blame them.
Do you bathe your cat, or do you give it to the groomer to do that?
Here's the trick. My cat's an indoor cat. You don't need to. You don't need to bathe your cat. They take care of that themselves. Only time you'd ever really need to is if they like get messy.
Mhm.
Like if your cat
Plays
gets
in
into
mud.
plays in mud or eats
Classic cat behavior.
flour. You know, it
Or this cat right here. I'm pretty sure he stinks.
probably needs a
Yeah.
bath.
Yeah, definitely.
But the good thing these dudes can't smell anything.
True,
Mhm.
true.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, of course, this has been the Dukes of Gaming stream. You catch us every Saturday night, of course. And also, you can check us on our podcast. We do release a weekly podcast as well. So check us on your favorite podcast service. And with all that being said, I want to bid all of our fans out there, I want to bid you all farewell.